Hey, what's going on, my friends? So, today I'm going to share with you on how to stick with your weight loss plan consistently and get results. So, if you're someone who you find yourself who you're someone who is not able to stick with your weight loss plan, be it your nutrition or your exercise for more than a few weeks, right? You start a weight loss routine and then after a few weeks you find yourself falling off, then this training is for you. So again, you know the drill, right? So if you're here with me live, just drop live in the comments, or if you're here catching the replay, just drop the word replay. All right. All right. So let me start with a story first. All right, a backstory. Many of my clients come with me with this common problem, which is they struggle to stick with their. I mean, when they try to lose weight in the past, they struggle to stick with their fitness routine. So meaning to say that their nutrition plan, their workout plan, and it usually started off well in the first week, right? But after a couple of weeks, what they found out is that their motivation start to drop and they start become inconsistent, and then eventually you just quit, right? And you may also be experiencing the same, like every year you keep repeating the same experience. You keep starting and stopping your weight loss journey over and over again. And as a consequence of that, another year has gone by and you didn't lose weight. You still look the same. You're still tired all the time. You struggle to fit into your clothes. You don't like the way you look in in the photos. And if you have kids, maybe you're also someone who you are struggling to keep up with the kids, and you struggle with you know self-control around food. So at this point, I'd love to know that if this is something that you can relate to right now, or something that you're experiencing, right? Year after year, you keep repeating the same old experience. If that's you, just comment yes down below. All right. And have you ever wondered why this happens all the time, like every year? Because all of us knows that our health and fitness is so important, right? And I'm sure that you would know say that I know how to lose weight, right? Just eat right and exercise consistently. But in reality, it's easier said than done because knowing what to do and actually doing it are two different things. It's like telling someone to just, to earn more, invest, and spend less if you want to be rich. But in reality, it's not about so much about what to do, but people need to show you how to do it in a way that is suitable for you. So this is no different when it comes to your fitness journey or when it comes to losing weight. Everyone knows what to do. But why are so many people still overweight, out of shape, and unhappy with how they look and feel? Because the biggest challenge that most people face is lack of consistency. You know that you need to eat right and exercise. But the hardest part of doing them is doing them consistently, right? So this is what I'll be covering in this training and how you can overcome this. And in order to fully understand what it takes to stay consistent, it is important to understand why you have a hard time staying consistent. Why is sticking to a plan and following through so hard? Although I know that currently we are already in the last quarter of the year, but I want to assure you that there's still hope. You still can do something about it and finish the year well. So don't let this be another year that comes and goes without any change again. All right, so let's get down to this. So the biggest mistake that most people make when it comes to losing weight is they try to do too many things at once or trying to make all these big drastic changes overnight. Like, going on a strict diet, only eating clean, cutting out cutting out the carbs, exercising every day, doing all these high intensity hardcore workouts, and even to a point of giving up their social life and eating out. And does it work? Of course it works, but when you do that, right, the question is isn't the question is isn't whether it does work, but the real question is, are you able to sustain it for a long period of time? And the answer for most people is no. So when you're using this approach, right, is it gets really difficult. It's hard to stay consistent. The chances of failing is higher, and for me, it's just a perfect recipe for burnout and giving up. So the first thing is we want to understand is in order to change our life, in order to change how we look, we need to change. But why is change so difficult? And the answer is because our brains are wired for safety. They are wired for familiarity and being comfortable doing the things we already know. Okay, which is also one of the reasons why people stay in a job that makes them unhappy. They rather stay comfortable and unhappy where they are. They talk themselves up, not taking action, and their life stay the same. So it's the same thing for weight loss, right? You are the way you live right now, your lifestyle, the things that you do is just something that you're so familiar with, right? The things that you have been doing since you were young, you've been doing it for many years. Okay, so by default, you rather stay in your comfort zone, okay, because that is where you are comfortable, okay. But understand that it is your comfort zone that got you to where you are today. So if you want to change your life, you got to change the things that got you here in the first place. You got to change the things that make you overweight, which means you got to do something new and different, things that you're not familiar with, right? You got to change your mindset, your daily habits, your routines, be it in your nutrition and your exercise. So the point is you got to step out your comfort zone, right? But what happens is most people tend to go too far out their comfort zone when they're trying to change. And that's the problem. Because when you're too far out, it just get very difficult and you struggle to stay consistent. Instead, what you want to do is just go right outside the edge of your comfort zone. So imagine your comfort zone is like a circle, right? And then outside the comfort zone is where all the magic happens, the result happens, right? What most people do is when they want to change, they go too far out their comfort zone. What you want to do is you want to just go right outside the edge of the comfort zone. Okay? And this is key. In other words, while changing is important, but you don't have to change all at once. You don't need to make all these big drastic changes into your life at one go. What you want to do is make small changes one step at a time. Make your task so simple that it's impossible to fail. So I can give you a few examples, right? Instead of doing cardio or exercising 1 to 2 hours a day, start with walking 30 minutes a day. Right? Instead of going all out, eating clean, cutting out carbs, just reduce your current food portion, like what you're eating, by 25%. All right, you don't have to overhaul your whole diet. Just take what you're eating right now and just cut off a small portion of it. So instead of changing your whole diet, another thing you can try also is learn to eat slowly and stop when you are about 80% full. Basically, you don't eat until you're full or you are starved. By doing so, you're already reducing the amount of calories that you can consume. Okay, and maybe you also can add palm-sized serving of protein every meal. All right, so these are just some examples you can do. There are many other examples you can you can take, right? And when you're doing this, right, you are taking small steps to move away from your comfort zone. You may feel a bit uncomfortable because you're doing something new, but I don't think that you'll be doing something uncomfortable. So for example, if maybe you're someone who doesn't exercise at all, and right now I'm asking you to go, I mean, you go for a 30 minutes walk. It's going to be a bit uncomfortable to first get out of the couch, but it's not too uncomfortable, compared to asking you to hop on a treadmill and run for 1 to 2 hours, right? So this is key. You want to move away not too far from where you are today. Okay, and then what happens is when you are able to accomplish one task, you gain your momentum, you build your confidence, and that also, you tell yourself that, hey, you have evidence to show yourself that I can actually do it, and that also motivates you to stay consistent and keep going. Okay, and that's going to help you. That is what is going to help you to stick with the plan and succeed in your weight loss journey. When something that you do is more attainable, that is what will build your confidence and enables you to stay consistent and show up every single day. Okay, so to succeed in your weight loss journey is not about how big of a change you can make in the shortest period of time. I see people make this mistake all the time. They try to change their life within 1 month, within three months, but oftentimes it does not end up well, because what they're doing is they're taking extreme measures, right? Going on taking doing extreme things, and going on extreme oftentimes end up in extreme disappointment. After a month, after 3 months, they will burn out, and eventually they just throw in the towel. They just stop, and they're back to square one again. They regain all the weight that they have lost. Okay, so it's not about how big of a change you can make, but rather how consistent you can show up every day. You make the small change, and that you can sustain over time. Okay, it's better to make small changes in your life, make small improvement in your life that you can sustain over time. Not trying to overhaul your life within a month, and then right after, in the second month, you just stop. Okay, and this is how I coach my clients. That when you do it the right way, you'll be surprised how simple and effective it is to get the results that you want. There's a saying that goes, how it goes, uh, slow slow is smooth and smooth is fast. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. More when you go slow, you'll be more consistent. The journey will be more smooth, and because you are always you are. I mean, but because you can be consistent, and that is why your result will be fast. Rather than you going on fast, but you have to stop, and eventually you are just going back to square one over and over again. Okay, and I just want to share with you a story of one of my client. His name is Thomas, who has recently, I just checked in with him over last weekend. No, last few days. He has lost 8 kgs within just 8 weeks. Okay, without going on strict diets, working out for hours every day. All he does is he weight train 3 times a week, and he walk 30 minutes a day. And I also help him to create a nutrition plan based on his needs and preference, like eating the foods that he love. And when you don't hate what you do, right? When you can create plan around your life, when you enjoy what you do, you can be consistent, right? And that is key. And when you are consistent, when you stick with the plan, that's how you get results. So I hope this. So that's all I have to share for today. I hope this short training has been helpful. And if this is something new for you, and you have gotten value from today, just drop the word value in the comments. And I want to remind you that over and over again that your fitness journey is for a lifetime. It's not something that you do for the next 3 months or 6 months. Losing weight is not the ultimate goal because at the end of the day, you will lose all the weight that you want. Okay. And what's going to happen is that what's going to come out of it is a new you, it's a new lifestyle. Your new lifestyle, your new habits, your new routine, that is what is going to stick with you for the rest of your life. Okay. And then it is the things that you do that help you to lose weight, the habits and routine will be the same, will be necessary to help you to sustain your results as well. And the most effective way to achieve that, to build this new lifestyle, these habits, is by making small sustainable change and improvement consistently every day. Because over time, this is going to lead to significant progress. Right? So you also might be facing, I know some of you might be different, each of you might be facing different kinds of challenges in your fitness journey. And early on, I shared about some examples of small, simple things that you can do to start losing weight. But in fact, there are a lot more strategies and method out there you can use to achieve your goals. So if you're someone who is just starting out, or you're struggling currently in losing weight, I've created a couple of free trainings, resources, guide that is available that could possibly help you. And it's going to be specific to individual needs. So we got to see, where you are in your fitness journey right now. What are your specific challenges so I can provide you the right resources to meet your needs, to help you start losing weight, to get in shape so that you feel more confident again. You can fit into your favorite clothes and even keeping up with your kids if you have one. All right, so let's have a chat and I'll be glad to point you in the right direction. Okay, so if you would like that, just drop a comment, reach out, and I'll reach out to you. Or you can just send me a private message and let's have a chat. All right. So just to recap on today's training, if you want to change your life, you have to step out your comfort zone. But you don't want to go too far out your comfort zone. What you want to do is just go right outside the edge of your comfort zone. Okay, it's not about it's not about making big changes overnight, but rather small changes one step at a time. Make your task so simple, make your routine so simple that it's impossible to fail. And this is the most effective way to be consistent in losing weight. It's the most effective way if you want to to be able to stick with your plan. I've done this for many years for myself. I've been in my fitness journey for about 14 years. I've helped other men to do the same, and I would love to also help you to be able to achieve the same. All right, so that's all I got for today. If you have any questions, just drop them in the comment or just send me a private message. And as always, stay healthy, happy, and have an amazing day ahead.